Outfitters, and if you think I wasn't going to win that dance battle, you are wrong. Anyway, so I thought I would start out with the same thing I started out with last time because I fucked it up last time. So I just started doing this. This is the second time I've ever done this. And I told my mom, you know, I'm really interested in getting into stand-up comedy because I'm going to get to complain and people will be forced to listen to me. And she was like, well, you know, honey, normal people call that going to therapy. And I'm like, well, she doesn't know anything. It's not like she's a child psychologist or anything. She's a child psychologist. So the last time I was here, after my set, a couple of guys came up to me and started talking to me, and one of them was like, yeah, I just, like, you have this innocence about you, like your face is just so innocent, and I just think it would be really great if you came out and you, like, said something really negative. Like, if you just said something really negative, like, I would really totally be on that. And I don't know what that means, but I'm new, so I figure he probably knows what he's talking about, so I thought I would give it a try, and here I go. Eventually, everybody in this room is going to die. Yeah, I didn't really think it was gonna work either, but you know, I figured give the people what they want, you know, a reminder of their imminent death. I don't know anything about it. All right, so what else do people want to talk about? Math. Everybody wants to talk about math. I see you nodding. So, contrary to what you guys might believe, from the way I look and the way I dress, I'm terrible at math. I'm really quite bad at math. And I haven't had to think about it in a long time because I haven't taken a math class in like 5 years. But I've been thinking about it because my sister's in high school and she just took the SAT. 3 syllables that can make an Asian kid cry. And so fun fact about me, I took the SAT twice, and the second time I actually did worse on the math than I did the first time. So taking the math part of standardized tests is kind of like this fun guessing game for me. Like I'm there with my calculator, I'm like figuring out the problems. Like, oh, well, this is 200 off from any of these options, so I'm just going to pick the closest one. That's probably a good guess. But the second time I took the SAT, it was like, oh, well, this isn't work. This isn't numbers. It says screw you. Oh, no, wait, there's more. What is it? Mulan, you have disappointed your ancestors. It's fine, that's all behind me now. I got into college, I'm 20 years old, I go to Smith College in Massachusetts. If you've never heard of it, it's a women's college. It's really well known for its lesbian and queer population. So you can imagine the kind of drama that goes down at that sort of school, because everyone is really hot and really crazy. So I'm going to tell you a story from Smith College. So one time I made out with a girl at a party, and a couple days later she sent me a Facebook friend request, and I accepted, and I was looking through her profile, and her interests are things like burrowing into your hair, and eating everything, and peeing everywhere, and I'm like, oh fuck, what is this? Who is this girl, and what did I do? And it's not until I start looking through the pictures that I realize that the reason it says these things, and the reason it's under a different name and not under her name, is not because she's being artsy and esoteric, but because it is the Facebook that she made for her rat. Yeah. So, I don't really know what she was thinking. Like, I was gonna be like, yeah, you know, you're hitting on me with your rat's Facebook. That sounds real socially appropriate, you know, the 3 of us should get coffee sometime. I feel like best case scenario, I would have been like, you know, no thank you for offering, but give your rat my number, because I think we have a lot in common. But anyway, I'm home for the summer now, which basically means I don't get laid ever. And it's basically all I ever talk about. I think I'm really irritating my friends. And I figured out why. I figured out why it is that I'm having this problem, and it's because I'm a total shallow bitch. And my friend was telling me this, and she was like, you know, if you really want to fix things for yourself, you should really try to tone down your selectiveness. You know, you're not ever going to have sex with anybody if you keep treating your vagina like the Ivy League. Everybody's trying to get in, but nobody's getting in here. I have like a 10% acceptance rate, a little less. You know, if you want to sleep with me, I have to see your transcript. I need 2 positive letters of recommendation. I need an essay. How did you hear about my vagina and why would you like to attend? What can you contribute to this vibrant and stimulating environment? And it's really a huge problem because what I actually want is to be a huge slut. That's really what I would like, and I mean that, you know, absolutely genuinely. I don't think that that's bad at all. I think that grown-up people, particularly women, should be able to go out and kind of do whatever they want. And if I was going to say something to you guys that I thought would reflect poorly on my decency and my morals, I would say, well, you know, it's this huge problem because what I would really like is to be a murderer. And I'm just like not getting anywhere with that. How much time do I have left? That's what she said. Alright, so, how about them Giants? Yeah, I know, seriously, they're not doing that well. I actually went to a baseball game the other day, which is like absurd for me because I don't know anything about sports. I don't know anything about math, I don't know anything about sports. I'm the most useless Asian lesbian that has ever existed. Anyway, but it was a game against the Phillies. They lost 3-0, and it was ridiculous. It was just like watching a bunch of people run around and not make any contact with any balls. And I was like, oh, you know, this is great. This is just like being at Smith College. Thank you. That is all. Yes, yes.